Yo, good to see you guys. Welcome in. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you guys on a nice little Thursday. It's the day after the day after the patch, I should say, because everyone and their mom has already played this game. It turns out, guys, Limbus Company fans are feral, and there's not enough content to go around because the second a patch goes live, 70,000 guys and their moms all play through the patch while I have to look off on the wayside because I can't play until the day after. Good to see you. Welcome in. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, guys. Good to see you. Good to have you. Good to pog you. What is going on, everybody? First, let me just welcome on in everybody from both sides here. Congrats on you first, by the way, Angel. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hello, Ender. Good to see you. Kaminari. Good to see you. Welcome in. Good to see you, Vampsuki. Good to see you. On the YouTube side as well. Good to see you, Play. Good to see you, Lenny. Good to see you, Skittles. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sub manager. Sub. Good to have you. Welcome, everybody. It is time. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to play this patch. It has been long awaited. I've been waiting for something like this for quite a while, actually. It is the Limbus Company 7.5 LCB checkup. I already played. Yeah, you guys already know, guys. You guys already know all this stuff. So perhaps it'll be fun to see someone else's like first reaction as well to like all the info. From what I've seen, my Discord is very, very nice. They... even though they've already played through it, they don't say anything about it, so I don't know anything that's going on. All I see is the people in the chat being like, wow, this is so great. The lore is so good. I'm just sitting here like, okay, well, I suppose I will have to wait until I'll have to sleep on this information. I actually had trouble sleeping last night because I was thinking about playing this game instead. Yeah, good to see you though. Welcome in. It's Limbus Company Day. I mean, it's a good time to be alive for gacha gamers too. This morning also, I didn't catch the drop, but this morning, Zenless also dropped the first, that furry girl from Sons of Kaladin, as well as the 5-star version of Anby. I don't know if you guys care about Zenless, but it's a big deal. It's a big deal because Anby deserves it. Good to see it. It'll be fun when the man just sees what happens. Dude, I'm excited to meet Hohenheim. I'm excited to see like what the Doom part is about. And the lore, everyone's been saying the lore is really good for this patch. So I'm very excited to play some Limbus lore. Sitting there like, yeah, it's hard. It's hard when everyone's like pogging off, and I'm like, okay, well, I must, you know, refrain from checking. I did log in last night though. I did log in last night to play my dailies because I didn't know if I was gonna be able to stream like beforehand. Sometimes some things come up before in the middle of the day. So just to be sure, I saved all my dailies, or I did all my dailies last night. But the banner was just standing there like menacingly. I will roll a little bit. I have like 12k. I think I might roll down to like 6k. So we're gonna go ahead. Let me go ahead and scroll down over to the other screen. Oh, of course. The music doesn't work. Momentarily. There we go. I'm a professional streamer, I promise. I promise I'm a professional. Welcome in, guys. Good to see you. Let me quickly just say, you know, like, okay, please like the stream or some shit. If on YouTube side. I don't actually know if liking the stream helps with the algo or not, but... Okay. You're also cropped weird? Yeah, don't worry. I'll fix it in a second. Sorry, I was too busy. I was too busy being excited to play this game. I apologize. There we go. We're still back. Make myself a little bit smaller so I don't block the whole screen with my fat head. We see mostly boobs. Are we complaining? Oh, dude. I always forget like, how good this this version of the song sounds. Okay, chat is up as well. You guys can be in the top left corner. What does he say about the IRL Hohenheim? I'll state info when it's about the IRL Hohenheim. Oh, that's right. Yes. Okay. I was like, you guys have met Hohenheim in real life? Dude, that is crazy. That is so funny, dude. Me when I am stupid. And I'm like, how did you meet Hohenheim in real life? I mean, I know of a few Hohenheims. I know of the place Hohenheim. I know of Van Hohenheim, the guy from the Full Metal Alchemist. I know like 2 Hohenheims previous to this. I know him personally, actually. Yeah, you called him up on speed dial and be like, hey, tell me about yourself so I could understand more about this character. Okay. Me when I'm stupid. You mean all the time? Come on, guys. I'm intelligent sometimes. I play it out for the stream, guys. You know, when you press live on stream, you lose like 50% of your brain cells. Let me quickly just do this. I need the Discord link. One moment. Fantastic. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna go pin, just in case anyone else drops in the middle of the stream. Fantastic. If you hang with enough engineers, you'll meet him, meet someone just like him. That's fair. That is completely fair. Is it true? Do they still give out? Do they still give out rings for engineers? I remember back in the day, you know, a couple hundred years ago. You know, when that was it some bridge that collapsed or whatever, and then they made like thousands of rings off the one bridge. Do they still do that for engineers, or has that tradition kind of like fell to the wayside? You know what I'm talking about? Every engineer, it's like a lawyer's badge, but for engineers. When you become a real engineer, they give you a ring to signify that you are an engineer. Something about, you know, remembering to not be a stupid idiot. I think it's funny because some, like, you know, when you're a police officer, it's engineers in Canada. Oh. I thought it was engineers everywhere. I guess the people in the States will be so confused then. Paracelsus van Hohenheim is a Swiss physician, alchemist, lay theologian, and philosopher of the German Renaissance, born 1493, died 1541. Oh, it's a bridge in Quebec? Dude, no, I guess no wonder why no one cares. Quebec is a place for exiles. Quebec is like our version of Alaska, except with more strip clubs. It's true though, dude. Nowhere else in the world will you find a strip club built right next to a church. It's like, you know, Catholic church, and then down the block is literally the strippiest of clubs. Anyway, this is like the bad music to talk about strip clubs too. Let's log in here. Oh wait, downloading 10 megabytes. Was it like a middle of the day download? That's cool though. Berso's a Swiss physician. So he's gonna be based on this guy. I'll be honest, this is like one of the guys that I have no idea of. Because unfortunately, the real person has been overwritten by some stupid anime character who is a terrible father. It's one of those, you know? It's one of those where the anime character is cemented himself in my mind too heavily. I mean, granted, it was like the #1 anime for a while. Congrats to Freyren, by the way, for dethroning Full Metal Alchemist as the most popular anime. I shouldn't have done that. I instinctively turned all of my Enkephalin into Enkephalin modules. But I'm pretty sure these... I'll just crack open a few boxes, I think. Crack open a cold one with the boys. Let's go, dude. It is muscle memory. I think it depends on the country. Okay. I will roll a little bit, guys. I'll roll a little bit on this banner. We have a few summons. I think I might like do all my tickets. I might do all the tickets and then we'll go down to like... If we still don't have everyone through my tickets, I'll go down to like 6K. I don't want to... Sorry, someone in the YouTube chat said Netzach voice. Dude, I'm so sad about Netzach in general, because I don't think anyone really... I think most people don't understand, like, how really despairing Netzach's life is. It's like one of the saddest stories in Lobotomy Corporation. Everyone's like, haha, funny drug guy. No, sorry. Yeah, we're gonna go down to probably like 6K at most. I don't want to spend it all in one place, because I know there's gonna be... We have another banner coming up, right? We have another banner coming up, which is... I mean, I get to save through the Claim Their Bones rerun, but after Claim Their Bones rerun, there will be the whatever bunker, the Nocturnal something or rather banner, which is definitely gonna have some great stuff. Like taking us into part 8, and then part 8 is going to come around and I have to roll for part 8 as well, and then after part 8 there's going to be another Walpurgis night, and so you know, yeah, well, within 2 weeks, yes, because this is going to happen, and then 2 weeks later we're going to get the Claim Their Bones, which is going to be safe. So I'm safe for like a month. After this banner we're safe for a month of saving, and then it's off to the races again. Okay, fantastic. Let me just take a look at these characters first. Let me see if it's actually going to be good. Okay, it is every 10 coin power. Wait, am I a genius? Someone was like every 10 sounds like a lot. But I was like every 10 sounds like fair to me. Guys, I actually called it, guys. It is every 10 burn. That's amazing. Claim the Bones. Oh, that's right. It will have new IDs. No. You're so right, actually. I might just not rule. I might just like save. I might have to save. You have 460. What are you saving for? Are you saving all for the? Are you saving all for the Arcanites banner? I feel like 460 is way more than enough, right? If you can't get like everybody, yeah, I'm gonna probably shard the Claim Their Bones stuff. If you can't get every single Arcanites guy in 460, like, cause you get to spark twice probably. Unless it's a banner where you can't spark. Oh no. Do you think Yisong won't be able to use Ideal on the Arcanite's banner? Because it's not ideal. It's not like from the Limbus, like the mirror. I'm gonna be so dead. At 10 burn, deal 10% more damage. Not bad. Gains 7 burn. Oh, it really gains burn pretty fast. 7 burn, 1 burn count. For every 10 burn on self, max 2. Not bad. So it could go up to 6. Okay, not a pretty good skill 1, honestly. A lot of burn application. And then I'm just looking at the numbers here. Gain 4 burn count. Nice. Really good. Inflict 4 burn. If the target has 15 burn. Dude, I got like... I saw the word 15 and I got rupture flashbacks. 15 is like a trauma number now, guys. I saw 15 and I got war flashbacks from the rupture mines. Okay, not bad, not bad. And then let me take a look at the other skill 3. Okay, every plus 1 coin power for every 30% missing HP. So yeah, it is every 30. Guys, we actually got the numbers like spot on during the... We got the numbers spot on during the during our like estimate stream when we were like guessing what the number values were. I did guess 30 for coin power and I did guess 20 for the attack weight as well. Wait, it's actually crazy. My uncle works for Limbus Company. My uncle works for Limbus Company. He's part of LCE. GG? Yeah, GG. I mean, she's about as good as I thought she was going to be. I'm actually really curious about Ryoshu. Gain 2 deep. Wait. I thought it was just going to be gain 1 deep breath. Gain 2 is so good. Wait, this is way better than I thought it was going to be. Gain 2 is way better than gain 1. Hey, on hit gain 7. That's amazing. Okay. Wow. Let's do some rolls, guys. I'm going to use my tickets. I have like 30 something. And then once I finish rolling tickets, I will roll with the lunacy. Hey, good to see you. Welcome in, guys. Oh yeah, by the way, you know, I haven't read the story yet, so, you know, keep the spoilers to minimum. You can reference the like the real life stuff if you like, since that would probably be cool and fun and trivial-ful. But if it's like part of the story in the game, wait for us to get there. Thank you. All right, let me just roll, I guess. Gamba. Yeah, I have 36. Nice. What are the odds, right? What are the odds she comes home in 36? Honestly, I really just care about the Faust. I would like to play with the Faust. Rev it up. I don't know if it actually matters, but it sounds like maybe, you know, like when you're... Let the jet engine rev. Okay, this is Yisong, right? Oh, no, Yisong's on the, as part of the event. Yisong is the claimable, I forgot. There's no Yisong on this banner. I'm stupid. I was like, huh. Change to yellow? Oh!
원망도 뉘우침도 소용이 없었으니 그저 무언가를 잡으려 애썼을 뿐.
Oh, wow. Well, I did want her really. I did really well want her for boys team. She's gonna be really good, and even better once They Claim Their Bones comes back. That was fast. It was, yeah. I will say not as bad as expected. No, I mean, I think like on paper, Moth Faust looks exactly as good as I thought it was gonna be. I dropped 300 pulls on Walpurgis. I'm going to save. Oh my god. 300 on Walpurgis knocks 5? Are you okay? Is your wallet going to be okay? God, I've got you. It's only in this game. I hit Hard Pity in Zenless earlier today, or yesterday. and I didn't get Astra. I lost my 50-50. Yeah, I mean, she seems really good. As long as, well, it's as long as you don't have 30 burn when you use your skill 3. You can use your skill 2 and skill 1 all you want, and then just like expunge with your evade. And then you'll be fine. And she does like a ton of damage as well. So, seems really good. Yeah, this is gonna be insane. Cause like you can use this on other teams too. Like it just gives charge to everybody for no reason. Sorry, I mean poise to everybody. It's like an all-around ID that you just want. Because it's free poise. I mean, granted, like it'd be insane also like in a poise team too. But because it does protest poised characters as well. What was I gonna say? This Ryoshu. I mean, Ryoshu's gonna get a new ID, right? For is it greedy of me? Is this the greed they speak of in the Bible? When I say Ryoshu's gonna get a new ID for Claim Their Bones? Is that too greedy to ask? Yeah, Charge teams creating with their new skills would be insane. Because Charge already does so much as well. I mean, Poise is the GOAT. Poise is like one of my... Bro has Kurokuma and also has... Well, that's what I'm saying. Is it too greedy to want another one? Is it too greedy to want yet another ID? For Poise. She can be the Poise Queen. Just Poise ID, the best Poise ID in game? Man. Come on, guys. The best Poise ID in game? Dude, Bamboo had Kim crying in his fucking corner in his little cuck chair. Guy says, I mean, I don't think so. You're gonna see a peon. Dude, crumbling armor ego, guys. That would be peak though. Crumbling armor ego for Ryoshu would be amazing. I mean, I feel like that would be like the easiest print for LCE, right? Like, they don't even have to wait for Walpurgis Night. They don't have to wait for Walpurgis Night at all. They could just print Crumbling Armor. Or like a variant of Crumbling Armor for Ryoshu LCE. And it'd just be so easy. Like, now that LCE, like, exists, I have to read up more on the LCE, because, like, I really want to see their lore. Oh, please. Change the yellow. 3, I mean, I'll take 3 2-stars. I like that. More materials for me. What do I need? I don't need it at all, but here we are. Singles to rough up my tickets. Armor is it's a abnormality in Lobotomy Corporation. It is like a samurai armor. Who had Kimigo? Oh, okay, never mind. For some, the effect like changed for a second. I was bamboozled. Does charging do anything, guys? No, it doesn't do anything. Charging confirmed does nothing. But I'll do it anyway, because I'm superstitious. Do you guys, like, buy into summoning rituals? Or is it just me? Because I'll, like, you know... If I'm really desperate, I'll put up, like, a... catalyst or something. I think the new E-song is pretty interesting. Okay. Yeah, we'll roll down to like 6k, I think. And if we don't get it, we don't get her. It is what it is, right? I don't believe in dark. Oh, four 2-stars. Nice. 2-star. Every time we get a 2-star, it's just free shards. So I'll take as many 2-stars as they give me. Oh, it changed. Suddenly one day. Suddenly one day. My mirror fragment changed. Dude, I can't stop saying suddenly one day. Even though that ego is not even good.
개체의 전투 위협도 다소 높음. 하지만 특정 상황에서 자멸하는 특성을 반영하여
Dude, she's so cute.
최종 판정.
Stop.
파이브.
Stop. Stop, dude. She's so cute. How are you like this? Because as you can see, I was trying to build I was trying to like level up some guys. What am I looking for? Burn? I haven't leveled up my burn team at all, guys. My burn team is like really struggling. As you can see, I haven't used burn since ever, basically. I haven't used burn before even Contempt Dog came out. But let's just quickly crack it open to max level because I love her. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Something one day Faust can do that would be my.
흔적도 없이 태워버릴 뿐.
That would be ideal. That would be ideal. Uptie story. Oh, that's right. I forgot. There's an uptie story involved. I'm kind of curious. Wholly within LCE, the child who's been analyzing the mass data suddenly sends 2 sets of eyes intensely focused on her back. This is unusual. The new the story is kind of cute for me, by the way. You'll see. And dude, I mean, I've already... The silhouette of Hohenheim is already amazing. She briefly turns around and realizes the source of the intense gazing was their new junior researcher. Is it Yi-sang? What could possibly be the reason for this staring, she wondered. Especially when he was already with another senior researcher. Oh, wow. My partner thinks Hohenheim is very pathetic and deserves to be sobbing, crying. You guys. She could not imagine why until the pair began talking. Oh, these are just 2 new guys. Just 2 new randoms, I guess. I thought all ego gear worn by the LC looks ridiculous, but the one she's wearing looks pretty clean. It's almost like workshop made. That is so fun. It's so funny. It's so funny because when I played Lobotomy Corp, I had the exact same thought. Is this just another player? This is someone who just played Lobotomy Corp and then because the game went on sale for 90% off, finished Lobotomy Corp just now and came to Limbus Company and was like, damn, all the outfits look like hot garbage. There's a few like standouts. I will say, like, there's a number of standouts. I will say the Mimicry sword looks amazing. The Mimicry gear looks terrible. Most of the other gears look terrible. I mean, the Jeffrey Shoots stuff looks really good. But I will say 95% of the gear in the game looks like hot garbage. Granted, it's like one of their oldest. It's like their oldest game, but I think it's funny. Oh, it is. The new research is with Yi-sang. Perhaps you found the ego gears of the LC odd. For unlike the gears of Lobotomy Corporation, various inhuman features such as tails or scales may sprout from the user. Interesting. So it's different then. Their method is not the same. The method at which LCE works with the egos is not the same, or the abnos is not the same. Because LCE gears like also kind of change the user like in different other ways, whereas most of the Lobotomy Corporation stuff only is like if it changes the appearance like horns or something, it's like another accessory that you can take on and off. And yeah, this is really clean. How does this clipboard stay not on fire? Like nobody knows. Yet hold not so much envy in your heart for her gear, for many failed to find it within themselves to don it. What? But the Eagle gear looks so cool. For it may go boom. Yisung and Faust's tragic lovers arc? Shall it be during battle or during study? One cannot say. Perhaps it may erupt even now. Wait, then... The child unable to bear this any longer paused and turned around. Please refrain from sharing rumors of ambiguous sources of new hires, Yisung. Come on, are you trying to prank me again? I like to believe that Yisung is it's like a secret prankster. Again implies that it's happened more than once. Again implies that this version of Yisung just spends his days like trolling new researchers. He like immediately when a new guy comes in, like gets hired, he's like, hey buddy. Secretly hazing all of them. I wonder what it caused, I had wondered for what cause you could possibly bring someone else along, but it does not seem to have been for any productive reason. Can you tell me Ryoshu's red eyes? Ryoshu? Actually, probably not. I mean, sorry, yes, Ryoshu, yes. Ryoshu, yes. Sorry, I was confused. Ryoshu can take off her scars, and can take off her clothes, and, like, all the stuff. I mean, many people would love that. But the cosmetic accessories, like... the scar itself or other like headgear, all of that can be taken off. It's like cosmetics more so, at least in the Lobotomy Corporation. But it seems like all of the accessories here is like part of the gear, and once you put it on, it like changes you. So it's more like a Kaiju number 8. Well, he did not lie. To be precise, it is indeed true that this ego gear is prone to reactions of explosive nature. If the safety trials have already been completed regarding such risks, there is no reason to fear. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever feel safe if I had to wear that. Isn't it too risky? As long as you don't hit 30 burn, you're fine, right? Most subjects of study here at LCB are fraught with risks of unknown natures. One cannot hope to accomplish anything unless should they flee from such high-risk research projects. Researchers must endeavor to be able to explain the fundamentals of their operation, and thus face what dangers may lie ahead to establish conclusions. You would do well to remember that, if your aim is to accomplish anything here at the LCE through research. Pet her, she's so cute. She's so cute, guys. I like my girls a little bitchy. That's true. Whatever you guys are dealing with here at the LC, the abnormalities, the distortions are... I simply haven't seen or heard anything like them or anywhere else. It's true, no one has. When you sign up for Lobotomy Corp too, you have no idea what you're getting in yourself into. I'll remember that. Be not so harsh on him, for it's been but 2 days since his onboarding. Yisung, perhaps you should adjust your attunement level with that ego. It may be that in the process of welcoming a promising junior researcher, I've allowed my mischievousness to get out of hand. Yes, well, I'll excuse myself. They're so fun in this universe, guys. They're so fun in this universe. In the LC versions. She must have had nothing more to say. She whipped around and began walking away as though her business here was concluded. But the researcher stopped her in her steps. There you are. Bound for the Pikachu research laboratory by any chance? I'm participating in a combat capacity test. Then will you perhaps bring my junior on with you for a field trip? He's yet to be assigned to a task, and I find him... He'll prepare to join me for an abnormality management work. Esau has a heart, guys. I throw my nuggets, like, frame 1 into, like, some of the worst management work ever. And then they die. And I'm like... my new nuggets have the sole purpose of testing Alephi's. for their conditionals. Oh yeah, you know, you need at least level 3. Oh, you need, you know, oh, if you try instinct work, he instantly dies. Like all of my Yisong has way more of a heart than I do. Yeah, I think so. That's a good point, actually. Plagueis. That the Fairy King is like... The Fairy King is making him more like Loki like. God of Mischief type. But he's still a caring guy. Fey Lantern. Is that his name? Kappa. Oh, Kappa. So the emote didn't load. I was like, huh. It's unusual for researchers of most companies to be involved in any degree of combat. But this seems to have piqued the junior researcher's interest. I was like, huh? Am I stupid? Whoa, combat tests? Yes, it guarantees results should it succeed. Repression work efficiency. Abnormality or distortion containment breach suppression efficiency, not to mention the various additional data that can be procured from engaging them in combat. Oh! So fighting them is like a better version of repression work. Like I always was confused with repression work, but like in nature, I'm like, do you just like BDSM them? Like what's going on? Or like, is it an emotional repression? But it makes sense. I mean, this is just like a better version. I assumed fighting was like more instinct work, but I suppose this is good too. But the junior researcher didn't have much time to ask his questions as they arrived at the laboratory within minutes. The child walked in the laboratory alone as the junior researcher began watch through the glass window. The Picatula in there surrounded the child as though they were drawn by something. Yeah, as long as you deny the abdo, it's good. You're gonna be okay, right? No variables of any risk have been observed. Repression is suppressing desires and wills of the abdo. That makes sense. Raising attunement level, resonating. That's new too, isn't it? Did they ever talk about attunement levels in Lobotomy Corporation? I don't remember. It seems like this is like a newer concept. Is like it raising your sync level. Like you can in combat, you can like put more of yourself into the ego to like you know become more one with it, and then you raise the power output. Is what it looks like to me, because when in her like skill description she raises her attunement and then she can like unlock the ego part of it. Like she can use her gear at like an ego when the attunement is high enough. Granted, this one kills her, but the child soared through the ceiling, make some distance between her and the gathering Picatula. This must have made possible thanks to her simulation rate. It's known here as attunement rate. Yeah, L Corp was just like you work on them, you get their gear as a gift, and then anyone can just use them. Normally, this wouldn't have been possible even with high attunement rate, but the LCE egos were different. Whoa, wait, winged egos can fly? I thought they were just for show. Not necessarily. Most winged egos gears do not have the flight capabilities. Indeed, it is true that as long as high attunement levels can be maintained, it can utilize the sources, abnormalities, idiosyncrasies with greater flexibility compared to Lobotomy Corporation egos. But Corporation 2 where it's LCE instead. I mean, that's the plan, right? The plan is for Limbus Company to be the new LC. In general. And then, like, destroy the head or some shit. And then win the game. And then become the city leader. Or whatever. I mean, they have, like, a department for everything. They literally are, like, the most self-sufficient team everywhere. They have LC, like, A, B, C, D, and E now. LCF incoming. LC, Limbus Company F. And Limbus Company fucking? Anyway, by gaining a deeper understanding of the abnormality, and by maintaining, even for a brief moment, empathy for it. Finances is better. Finances is better. Sorry. Finances is way better than what I said. She's able to temporarily raise her attunement level by her own volition. Perhaps in a way, it was closer to the usage of an actual ego rather than ego gears of the Lawani Corporation. I see, so I should try my best to raise my attunement levels. Maybe so, but overinvestment is discouraged. Deeper studies and obsession may cause the wearer to be consumed by the ego. And corrupt? The LGBT! Has the woke mind virus gone too far? Like so. Oh boy. You know what's crazy is I could see, like, not in the same context, but I could see something called the woke mind virus, like, existing in like Project Moon universe. The child's movements began to grow increasingly flashy as she burns the Pikachu away one by one. We're getting closer to, like, you know, actual real gears from, like, Ruina too. Spreading embers everywhere, just like the abnormality Ardor Blossom moth. That's when a sudden crackling noise echoed through the laboratory. It wasn't anything special considering the entire chamber was practically on fire. But the junior researcher couldn't help but flinch in fear, given what the senior researcher earlier had told him. Are you about to blow? You can't ask someone that on a first outing together. Dude, this is your first time together, guys. You can't ask someone that. Were I to raise the attunement level further, yes, I would explode. But I don't intend to, of course. She's taking a few turns to dodge. There's still much that must be studied. Just as bizarre heat began to coalesce around her, the child closed her eyes as though she was emptying her thoughts, and the flames were extinguished. The burning wings, the fire that traced the path of her weapon, all gone. Just as the experiment was over, the researcher ran up to the child, mesmerized. That was awesome. Crazy how you could freely control your attunement with the ego just like that. Think I could be a researcher just like you, Miss Faust? No, you can't. You're gonna die tomorrow. It is inadvisable to do so, however, though it may appear as though the attunement levels were freely controlled. Not even Faust may be free from the effects of corrosion. It was indeed the child's natural disposition to welcome risks in pursuit of knowledge. However, this child here is more extreme than others, given that she is affected by the ego. This is why this child does not wish for this junior researcher to walk the same path as she does. Oh, the moth's personality makes her more, like, risk-seeking? Always exercise utmost caution when raising attunement levels, especially when you're in the source of abnormality's immediate presence. Watching the researcher nod vigorously. Dude, he said noted? The child began cleaning up the test chamber, like moss to a flame. Ah. So she failed to notice a look of ominous passion in the researcher's eyes. Ego and attunement to the abnormality. Failing to see the misfortune that the burning embers of his passion will one day spark. Wow, that's a really nice story, guys. Wait, that's a really nice story. Okay, immediately uptie. Immediately upties for her. She deserves it. Pet her. Actually, I actually like her base picture better. This is like live 2D, but I like that her face is not covered in that one. Anyway, we're not gonna use the burning team anyway for this story. He has a head ego. Oh, I see. I mean, from the silhouette, it looked like he had maybe shock centipede or a different, like a nails, the teddy bear one. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, AED. Yes, yeah, ADD. Yes, that's what we thought it was. I think most people thought it was shock centipede as well, so it makes sense. Both are gorgeous. Yeah, both are amazing. Oh, I'm so excited, dude. Oh, I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited. That's amazing. Oh, it's time. It's time. Wow, dude. Let's see. 390 plus 260. That's pretty good. I need to equip the stuff right to my teams once we get there. I need to use some boxes here. Okay, we need to make a teams. Okay, let's use I guess we'll use story team.
준비는 완료했습니다. 출발하죠.
Plus 40.
이번엔
And then
어떤 실험인가요?
she needs her for a calc. Oh, I did forgot to uptime her. Give me 1 second. Yes, AEDD is shock centipede. Yeah. Last one will be this. Yeah, last one will be the stage. Correct. They did disclose that in the patch notes as well. Cool. Sick.
자, 해골바가지.
자.
해골바가지랑 거미 대가리. 후드려 패러 간다.
Does she also say?
고래를 향해.
She doesn't say it. Sorry, I thought she was gonna say it for some reason. When she said "cha," I was like, okay, I gotta put out the captain. You guys like my burn team, guys?
항상 되어 있습니다.
Does Sinclair have a different burn? Oh, Sinclair has Dawn. I was like, for some reason I thought Sinclair had something different. Let's use an ego team instead.
해골바가지랑
재촉지 마시오.
1, 2, 3 ego.
어련히 가겠지.
Who else has an ego manifested? Oh, potential man?
해방된 세상을 위해서라면.
That sounds like a terrible idea, guys. That sounds like a terrible idea to use potential man. Oh, assault man would make more sense. Oh, this sounds like a terrible idea, but here we are. Are we missing? Do we have one more? Do we not have one? I guess we're using Eagle Lantern.
훌륭한 미끼 될 수 있어.
I was trying to like not to use Eagle Lantern by herself with no support. Oh, I could run Red Sheet, guys. I could run Red Sheet.
저주를 끼얹을 것이 있나
Let's use that instead of potential man for now.
고래.
해방 화점 사냥.
Whatever, it's just a random team. If a random team doesn't work, I'll use a real team.
발광할 시간인가?
Let's go. I'm gonna crack open a cold one. Crack open a bottle of Encapsulin with the boys. They actually make those in stores. I don't know if you guys know that. What is it called? The, like, marijuana drinks. I look from beyond the glass window as the sinners battle furiously inside the large indoor arena. Oh, we're just right in it, huh? You damn imbeciles. What's the point of everyone rushing the same enemy that's already staggered and nearly dead? Oh, Sloshmile, that's right. I forgot about her. Sorry, there's no way. Sorry to burst your bubble. You're so true, Altis. Altis... That's so funny, guys. That is so funny. Because Altis is flaming her team for repressing win rate. That is... Dude, can I just say, like, the Limbus Company story is so meta. Like, that's what I love about it too, is like, it's not just like the story is really good from a character writing perspective. Also, it like constantly takes jabs at its own players. This is literally her being like, guys, can we stop pressing win rate for 3 seconds? Yeah, that's what it does, right? When you press win rate, it like, if an enemy is staggered, everyone and their mom is going after him. Even though it's like 30 HP. Faust to detect the entity first. The blame lies flatly with the other's delayed actions. She's fast as speed. Apologies. Yet concerned was I that to not dispose swiftly the foe would. I think it's a great show of teamwork. I love Honglu, guys. He's such a troll, dude. You know who Honglu reminds me of? Honglu reminds me of Saikuno. Like, you know, the shit he says is so fucking cap. Like, there's no truth at all, or like everything he says is for the sake of trolling. But he says it with this face, and you're like, maybe he's serious. I had no idea how hopeless the sinners were in battle without my command. Damn it! Why don't any of you listen to my orders? Oh, your genius orders was... I can't do it. British accent, I'm sorry. So the last's heads end up dangling on from 1/4 of the neck. It was a necessary sacrifice to get an edge in battle. Wait, is Don Quixote dead in the first 3 seconds? Can you... Wait. Wait a second. Altus... First, dude, Altus gets one chance. Altus gets one chance as commander, and the first thing she does is sacrifice Don Quixote. That is so funny, dude. She's still beefing. Altus is still beefing from the last canto. Worry thee not, how befitting of a hero to perish in the place of her Don Quixote falls before the merciless onslaught of enemies. I had so many things I wanted to say to them, most of which were variations of, you're doing it wrong, but I had no choice but to watch their woeful, abysmal decisions continue to bungle the fight. If I tried this, the researcher next to me would get in my way, claiming they hadn't finished collecting the data. This one's reaction speed to emergencies is exceptionally fast. So, can I help them now? Will you stop pacing and compose yourself? We're almost done here. That should be more than enough data. Take control, manager. Ugh. I had a lot I wanted to say, but... Let's help sinners out of this binds first. Binds? The king in binds mentioned? You know what's crazy about Project Moon? Is that it turns you into like a... It somehow manages to drill in... Oh, it is the... No way! It is the king in binds! Dude, they got me on a dog whistle and I was rewarded. I was gonna say exactly this, actually. I was gonna say, there's like a special thing about Project Moon that turns you into like a Pavlovian dog. You know, like the second you hear one of the keywords, you just like pop off. Wait, when he said I was joking, actually. That is so good. Oh, we're so cooked though. Oh, we're so cooked because this team sucks. Let's use some defensive skills to build up some talismans. Oh, dude, can I just say? Oh, ouch. Am I losing against Is this Leo? I couldn't see. Yeah, it is Leo. Okay, it is Leo. I was like, who's this? Wait, I lost that? After winning the first part of the clash? You deserve death. Okay, cool. Lil Burn Gang. Yeah, it is Lil Burn Gang. It really is. I'll use a real team after this.
대가리 딱.
I just wanted to use some ego stuff.
나도 아니고 닥쳐라.
I just wanted to see if I could, you know, clear with some random units. Cool. Technically, you could have a burn team just with the Altis and the.
잠든 그대를 길.
My only well-performing sinner is Zisang. As per usual, it is ideal.
나아가주게.
Dude, the sound effects the butterfly bullets makes is so peak.
걷잡을 수 없이 타올라라.
Okay, not bad. Yeah. Is this gonna be like a burn centric? Oh!
눈들을 감기고 빛이 꺼져. 완벽한.
I won't talk about it. I recommend to actually clash with him. I mean, I'm just seeing like all this stuff. I'm probably gonna change my team out of this. This is just for fun. This one was just for fun. This is just me pressing win rate for fun because this is what the Sinners did. The Sinners before Dante came in was pressing win rate. So I gotta get a win rate one in.
또한
Did I just hit my own guy?
산재물이 되어라.
Dude, I've never seen Impending Day do anything. Can I just say, Impending Day, I hate that. I hate that ego. It is not cool. I don't even have Bullet on this team. I did not use this team. I just put a random team in. Cool. It's all you, buddy. I launch thee. I launch nothing. Sun shower.
쓸데없는 관심은 필요 없다.
Wind shower. Is it that bad? Dude, Impending Day does nothing. That ego does literally nothing.
총원 불격.
I'd be very surprised if we still won this. Because I'm just pressing win rate.
기세가 수그러지는 군. 반격의 기회다.
Oh my god, okay. Perfected Death Fist. It's an IE to go. It's okay.
전열을
Me
지켜라.
when I call her Ishmael and she beats my ass.
너희가 공격할 기회는 더욱 많아진다.
Okay, we'll play the game after this. We'll play the game after this. Story accurate encounter.
나아가주게.
Oh, she's Blossom starring me. I could have clashed her, or I could just simply not play the game. I'll let her happen. Impending Day is only good around S1. And only stick around because alternative is mid and passive. Yeah. I mean, I feel like once that slot has like a way better ego, it's like all over. Bing bing. Yeah. I mean, if I wanted to win, I wouldn't use a...
맞는 거야.
If I wanted to win, I wouldn't use like a level 30 ID. Actually, this is perfect for the story. This is perfect for the story. Because that's exactly how it went down. That went well. As expected for executive manager. The exceptional development of your strategic genius reminds me of the earlier days of my career. Uh-huh. Thanks. I think it's funny because it's true. Like, it's truly funny because it's Odysseus who says this. I don't know if you guys, like, have read... I mean, most people have probably read the Odyssey if you're from the States. I think they mandatory make you read the Odyssey. But can I just say, Odysseus is one of the worst tacticians of all time? God, is he so ass. He is a win rate presser for real. Phew. Got any snacks on you guys? I'm starving after this brawl. Pet her, give her a snack. Give her a little energy bar. You'll maintain an empty stomach for the duration of the test. What is this, a veterinary clinic? Yeah, the King of Binds is really cool. And then his skinny ass is bind to the chair. He's like Eisen, dude. Next on the docket is... I would have asked Marceau for a massage if I knew this was coming. Whose idea was this anyway? Well, if you really want to get into it, we can trace this right back to your vacation request, Gregor. Not that this wouldn't have happened without it, but yeah. Come on, fellas. It's gotta be more to it than that. Easy clap, no sweat. Same. Sure there was. Not that it would have made any difference. Because like Ishmael said, this all began with Gregor's particularly egregious. Greg. Greg mentioned. Sorry. It's fucking stupid. Gregor's Gregorius. I actually almost mispronounce egregious because I want to say Gregius. They still gave me the EX for this? After I lost like 6 guys? Burgers and fries? That's so funny. So I don't know why he stood up in the cutscene and then proceeded to fight us sitting down. Well, he has underlings. Man's is above fighting you. Wow, that sound just now. I didn't know a human body could make a sound like that. Oh, that's Gregor's back. That's Gregor's back cracking. Oh, just doing some stretches. Can't seem to do them without making these noises nowadays. Gregor's pushing 60. Huh? What do you mean? You can't? That's right. That right there is a creaking sound of time's ravages. Sync. Oof, I know Dante's been turning the clock to rewind out of time, but it feels like my joints are starting to degrade. I know what you mean. So don't feel spry as I used to be. Oh my god, everyone's becoming old, guys. Maybe the pain from repeatedly dying and reviving takes a toll after all. Yeah, dying sure is a pain. This is amazing. We're only 2 cutscenes in. This is an amazing story, dude. Dante is so tired. Hearing about everyone bitching about dying when he has to die like all those other times for every sinner every time. Like for every time anyone dies, he dies with all of them every time. And he's like, yeah, that must be a pain, guys. Yep. This is so good, dude. Want to stand up in the chair bind? Yeah, that's right. The chair does bind him back down. That's when Honglu's flippantly throw out an innocent comment amidst the complaining sinners. Speaking of which, isn't it funny how Don Quixote is totally fine even though she's hundreds of years old? She's gotta be the oldest of us all, by a lot, right? Erm. Dude. Honglu's unprompted catapulting such a heavy subject brought the busy air inside the bus to a sudden stifling halt. I thought we were going to take some time to actually broach the subject, but you just bulldozed right through the whole mess, huh? I must have made things awkward. I didn't realize everyone was so sensitive about their age. Dude, he's actually Sykkuno. This guy is annoying. Yeah. That's, 'tis not to concern thyself with, be not so... Of course, there's always someone else who could not care less about the bus's air quality. Boy, Scoot. It's my designated seat you're putting your ass down on. I'll whack you. On the other hand, there's this guy without a care in the world. This makes me wonder if he's even remembered what happened. Well, maybe this is your chance to get back at him for treating you so harshly, Don Quixote. Don Quixote, I'm sure you can... Think I've never seen your eyes sparkle like that before. I'm quite fond of the current temperament of our company. Unless young Heathcliff here suddenly morphs into a villainous scoundrel, I have nary a wish to exact violence upon him, and... Right. Now that that's over with, let's all shut up and keep on the chinwag to a minimum, yeah? What the fuck is chinwag? Is this a British thing? Oi. Tuesday, innit? Keep that chinwag to a minimum, innit? Seems like plenty villainously dickish to me. They're such like siblings, guys. Ishmael and Heathcliff are such siblings. Anyway, I'm the only one thinking about... Am I the only one thinking about it's about time we got the thing? The thing. Can you do that thing to me? Danganronpa 2 The Thing? Hey, can you do the thing? You know the thing. Massage. It's what they were talking about. Well, you know, the thing that we tried a while ago, but didn't get to enjoy due to some unforeseen circumstances. Oh, that's right. The boating intervalo was also a vacation, right? That intervalo was also supposed to be a vacation as well. Deathmatch. Not that. Don't you remember? We even played volleyball by that big body of water. Contextual clues suggest he's making a request for a vacation. Yes, absolutely, yep. Let's all go to a spa or something. Relax, get massages to loosen up our muscles. Please? I still have some expectations for our employers. I recall that young Merceau... I can't with her face saying young Merceau. This is the greatest possible conclusion to her canto ever. I recall that young Merceau has given thee quite the exquisite massage, hath he not? I have astute knowledge of the major muscle groups and nerve structures of the human body. Vacation. For many weeks following the massage, my body was deprived of any sensory stimulation. Thus understood it was. The philosophy of Merceau's physical therapy, the most infallible methodology of convalescence from pain, is to remove any of and all stimulation, including that of pain. It seems that the time is here. Virgilius. Yes, I knew that this day would eventually come. The day's here. Why is everyone acting so seriously all of a sudden? Ryu's observation is correct. While turning the clock does indeed turn the time, a certain degree of exacerbating fatigue cannot be alleviated. Yeah, she's like hundreds of years old. This necessitates that we employ a certain measure to verify the status of each sinner. Wait, what could it possibly be that it needs this much buildup? What could it possibly be? In other words, it's time for Limbus Companies. Oh my god, she gulped! Oh, gulp. Dramatic gulping sound. Regular checkup. Regular checkup? We did get a call from the higher-ups a while ago. Because we sent the sinners in for a regular checkup. But it is indeed delayed due to several limiting circumstances on our end. Why the fuck would anyone barring a doctor need to know about Marcel? He's a different beast. We've been obnoxiously hounding us for quite some time. I was starting to get tired of explaining our absence. Checkup? What checkup? Don't be so on edge, Heathcliff. Such proceedings are regular occurrences at most corporations. It's true, actually. Regular checkup things are very common, although it usually doesn't involve fighting in a death pit. I've never personally experienced it myself, but it sounds like it's just... I mean, Dante doesn't remember anything, so he can't say anything about anything. Dante has zero memory. I'm sure he's been through checkups before. He just doesn't remember anything. I turned around, getting ready to say, right, Ishmael? Ishmael got a flashback from her, like, blue-collar office job days. Because she used to work, before she became part of Ahab's ship, right? Ahab's ship, she was an office worker, and then she quit her job to become a boating guy. So she must have, like, some flashbacks to similar events. I want to come face to face with Ishmael's shocked expression frozen on her face. Well, this is unexpected. I thought Ishmael, with her worldly experiences, would leap into the opportunity to lecture us about how things worked outside of Limbus Company. Regular checkups are... Oh, you're gearing up to explain what it is. Coolio. You got 30 seconds to wrap it up. Ready, set, go. No, not the regular checkup. Miss Ishmael's expression seems to suggest otherwise, Miss Raja. I did hear that some fixers, offices, or associations employ various methodologies when it comes to regular checkup, depending on their characteristics. Locked up, till there's only one left standing. Locked. Blood of my colleagues that the only key is to escape. Is she fucking... What's the bitch's name from Persona? Labris? Is she Labris and then she had to kill all her friends to leave? Squid Game? Oh my god, she's played these games before? Holy shit, it's Squid Game. I've played these games before! I've done these regular checkups before! Oh my god. What kind of checkups does she have to go through? Ishmael wasn't the only one responding with a pale-faced, abject horror as a suggestion. Do you even understand what kind of regular checkup you're getting into? I'm asking if you're prepared to go through the regular checkup, no matter what happens in the process. Are you prepared to endure through everything then? What's wrong with this bloke now? Mate's looking all pale. I don't understand why everyone's making such a big deal out of it. I don't think it's that bad. I think we just have the annual checkups back at school too. This intervallo is so good. This intervallo is so good, dude. It's only the second part too. What kind of checkups? They put us all in the same room, measure heights, weights, running some... Oh, so like a Japanese high school. Prithee, wherefore do they seek the measures of such characteristics? Must you really ask? Full knowledge and analysis of each soldier's status is indispensable intelligence for officers to have on hand. What soldiers? I was talking about my school. Right, so... Don't explain shit about why you need to know that, does it? Why do they find it necessary to spray people with those stinking chemicals just to see if somebody's got lice in their clothes? He must have gone through his share of rough checkups as a kid too, I guess. You all keep asking questions with the most obvious answers. In fact, I've been wondering when they test us. Why did the clown music start playing? Why did the clown music start playing? Altus confidently marched up in the front of other sinners with a sort of grin, as though she'd been waiting for this very moment. I've been waiting for this. The true purpose of this checkup must be to elect a true authority amongst us. They shied away from saying among us. You see how they didn't say among us? They're scared. They're too afraid to say among us. A true authority? By your parlance, true authority, could it be that you're questioning among us who among us is our leader? But I'm standing right here? This is the best. This is the best. I humbly request that you avoid plaguing yourself with any unnecessary misunderstandings about my suggestion, Executive Manager. Of course, I must preface this with the declaration that there cannot be an iota of doubt towards Executive Manager Dante's authority. Okay. But this was not always a subject of great contention amongst us. That which of us is the most to command this squad of sinners? Isn't it Ishmael, or maybe Faust? That's what I thought too. Interesting. So up until this point, amongst the sinners, they assume that Ishmael, because she's been like a part of like a ship crew, I guess, or Faust, who has like good knowledge and also is always reliable because she has Google, would be the commander of the sinners, like if Dante is missing. I mean, I think Altus actually has good experience too. I think she just is a bitch. And she also sacrifices everyone at the first chance. Altus is like pre-amnesia doctor from Arknights. Pre-amnesia doctor is the same way that Altus commands units. I don't know if you guys read the lore before, but in Arknights, the Doctor used to be like a ruthless tactician who like would just sacrifice people for fun and like to get an advantage. The same way that Altus does in the opening scene. Lack of cohesion is precisely why we always fail to face our enemies as a team. Always scrambling, always underprepared, always taken by surprise. Oh my god, she fucking walled a text me. You must always be ready to drop to the ground and give 500 push-ups whenever your superior commands you to do so. Always maintain the willingness to sacrifice your well-being in life for the sake of the glorious victory of your allies. It's all missing. Where's your readiness for self-sacrifice? No one's arguing with it, you Altus. Who are you talking to? So to summarize, the regular checkup entails putting us through us all in a small room and making us fight to the last sinner standing? Silence fell upon us as Hung Lu's succinct summary. There's something so poetic about specifically Ryoshu saying Battle Royale. Because the way she wears... for one, she's Japanese. For one, she's Japanese. And two, she wears... like, the way she, like, leaves out her jacket to show more of her shirt is all, like, reminiscent of a school uniform as well. And so... dude, that is so sick, actually. Battle Royale. I've been looking forward to this. Fuck it. Give you a lot of hell of a fight. My fist used to be bloody infamous in the back streets. Fine, so that's where we're doing it, huh? I'm ready to roll. Been so long he's already bitching. Limbus Company in Fortnite. Yeah, that'd be sick. Dante in Fortnite? Guys, isn't this... Okay, so where are we off to? The battle royal. Excuse me. The regular checkup takes place at. The sinners seem to be under some misunderstanding about the regular checkup entailed, but Faust had obviously long given up on correcting them. The headquarters. The headquarters! The headquarters of Limbus Company! Yes. Oh, we're finally gonna visit the headquarters, huh? A whole year after they hired us. Has it been a year since the game came out? 2 years? How many years? We should be right on time upon immediate departure. This instant, thou say? Yet my heart is faint prepared. Prithee, allow us some time to prepare our travel provisions. Where is the HQ anyway? Hopefully it's not too far from here. That is a secret. However, I'd like to inform you that it exists in a location inaccessible via Mephistopheles. It's almost 2 years. Okay, it's been 1 year in game. 2 years out of game. Oh, come on. How are we supposed to get there if it's not gonna tell us where it is? Inaccessible via Mephistopheles. You're not about to suggest we board the warp trains again, are you? If I should never board the warp trains again. Trauma, baby. Indeed, we will be not boarding a warp train for this journey. So are we taking the back doors or something? Yeah, good point. Let's take them doors instead. For some reason, every time I do his voice, I turn into a Brooklyn accent. Tuesday, innit? However, in lieu of succinct information regarding each door, the destination may hold an element of randomness. Or due to the variable nature of its activation period, the resultant destination may not reflect our end coordinates. Or an unexpected closure mid-passage through the frame may behoove us to bid the company our last farewells and embark on a timely journey to no return. Are you sure this is a sound suggestion? Then I'd rather take the bloody train instead. At least we won't remember what happened once it's all over and done with. Battle Royale. She didn't even try. Battle Royale, guys. This is actually Ryoshu lore. This is Ryoshu lore. Battle Royale is so important to Ryoshu that she didn't abbreviate it. But she used the periods. This is how important Battle Royale is to Ryoshu in her mind. That it cannot be abbreviated with, like, regardless of circumstance. That's actually insane. So, further research was necessary to ensure safe transportation to the intended destinations. Further research? You implying you made modifications to the back door? She's actually from Battle Royale and not Hellscreen. It's true. A close assessment, however, it'd be more accurate to say that the back door was merely used as a reference. How did you even make time for the research? Weren't you doing everything with us the whole time? Well, yeah, there's other versions of her. What do you think the General Staff is for? LCA and Faust established multiple communications with certain New Wing Aspirant Company. With a certain New Wing Aspirant Company, during the spare hours between our travels to garner multiple cooperation efforts regarding the stabilization of the back door. A new wing? Are they looking to take over L Corp's vacancy or something? Quite sharp, Gregor. The direction of your intuition could be improved. It is a company seeking to seize the imminent vacancy of the ever-declining W Corp. What? Huh? I gotta think about this. Dude, what? W Corp is gonna change hands throughout the middle of the story? Wait. Does that mean we're gonna get like new W Corp drip? Because like the new W Corp is gonna be like not blue anymore? Wait, is this red versus blue? Are we Team Fortress? Are we Team Fortress 2? Are we Team Fortress 3? W Corp. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that with Limbus Company's help, like, we'd be able to, like, override, like, we could forcibly take over the W Corp, right? This is just part of, like, the Limbus Company plan for hostile takeover. Because, like, we've seen a whole corporation uprooted before, like, before they, like, completely fall. This is just like TF2 Comic 7. Oh my god. Is that so? Yeah, that makes sense. Stories of W Corp's decline has been spreading more and more as of late. I'm not surprised that some companies would consider this to be an opportunity. Do you read the last comic? I didn't yet, no. Everyone's so excited. I didn't want to, like... I'm kind of like a... The only exception to this is Limbus Company. But other than Limbus Company, I'm like kind of like a... Or like other gachas. I kind of like don't do stuff until like after the hype because kind of died down. So I haven't had a chance yet. Newspapers also featuring op-eds regarding a possible management crisis at W Corp. Many of them discussing the mysterious disappearances as well. Yeah, the new G Corp is Gravity Corp. Yeah, the old one was Genetics Corp, but now it's Gravity Corp. I see. So they're being furtively planning and preparing to take over W Corp's position as a wing. But just to plant a wing even before it falls on its own. Well, that's certainly peculiar. It's been done before. You know, like bombs. Start a war. Put a little bit of smoke in. I'm just saying, smoke solves a lot of problems. I'm just saying. Nothing a little bit of war and smoke can't solve. You of all people should not be talking about some scheme. You of all people should not be talking about a scheme to make a wing change hands. You just be talking out of line all day, Otis. Is the headquarters looking to start a war of the wing? Dude, I can't with this Kanto, dude. Or this Intervalo. I can't with this interval at all. Is the headquarters looking to start a war of the wings? At this moment I'm not privy to such details. Miss Houses, we needn't make predictions of such rashness. Recall that W Corp has been mired in troubles both internally and externally. We've fallen to such desperation to seek assistance from our company. It is no wild assumption to predict that it shall crumble ere the advent of such violent pandemonium. For indeed, inefficiency is the bane of technology that brings ruination to those who fail to overcome it. Look at these two, they're so disgusting. Look how close they're staying to each other. Get a room, guys. Get a research room together. I don't want to see this. Look how far out this is, and look how close these two are. With their like mirrored standing poses and their black and white hair. And the way they hold the jacket together. Disgusting. Disgusting. This shows how the sinners are naturally goofballing. I like that, like how sinners, like how close the sinners have become during the story. It has been a year together, so it makes sense. But it's nice to see, you know? I think it's really cool because I distinctly remember how do I say this? How like awkward the air was after each like failure, you know? Or like after each canto or during bus rides. In the early bus rides, you guys remember when like Dante would specifically comment about how awkward and like silent the bus was? And now it's like they're always like chatting each other up, you know what I mean? Like even the ones that quote unquote hate each other. It's kind of nice. I believe Otis was also the one laughing at the trailer too. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, I didn't read that part. Our research efforts, however, are quite efficient and successful. Its mechanisms are similar to that of the back door, but eliminates the corridor, instead establishing a direct connection from one door to another. It's a portal. A wormhole. The new W Corp is Wormhole Corp? Huge. Big. The new W Corp is Wormhole Corp. Ah, so you resolve all the aforementioned side effects then? Not quite. Similar difficulties to the aforementioned cases were observed. Sometimes the accuracy of the target destination coordinates were lacking, or in other cases, the activation period would be cut short, causing the door to shut prematurely, and amputate the subject as they were traversing between the doors. There has been much progress in stabilization efforts, however, minimizing pentasection incidents. Most recent incidents have been limited to bisection. Bisection certainly is an improvement over pentasection. Are they flirting? Are they flirting right in front of me? Is that what's happening right now? This is very lewd, guys. It must sound equally awful to me. Sob. I would not behold mine own left and right shoe so cruelly sundered, forced to be far apart upon our coming to the headquarters. Well. All this idle chat of unnecessary concerns tells me your bus life may have been too uneventful lately. Looks like the research arrived while you were wasting time. Saw a large and unfamiliar vehicle through the window. Is that the vehicle? It's got no windows though. Pentasection. Penta as in 5 for F. Do you do for the F? Do you vertically slice a human to 5 parts? Very careful. You ever play Tsukihime? How tiresome. Now off the bus. We've made it, guys, to the headquarters. The vehicle. This is so much lore, guys. I don't want to skip through it because there's so much lore. In each of these parts. Once we disembarked the bus, we made our way into this unfamiliar vehicle of sorts. Its interior was almost metallic, filled to the brim with convoluted-looking machines. On the opposite end of the entrance, a massive door loomed over us. What the hell? It's the TARDIS? This is... Assistance from P-Corp. In the process of developing this device was indispensable. Wait, that means... in cohorts with young Cesara, are you? Hoy day, much did I aspire to regale her with the tales of the contract's glorious completion, of mine heroism and bravery. It's quite unfair of thee to meet her and all by thy lonesome, young Faust. Is she like sobbing? It's only lorier from here. Your concerns will be taken into account next time. Faust seems relieved. Ah, worry thee not, for thou hast availed us the sight of Limbus. Of Limbus. Hey, have a good night. Of Limbus? That's of Limbus Company headquarters. Thy tit hath been tatted for. Thy tit has been tatted for. You sure have a way with words, Don Quixote. There are numerous reasons for which you were yet to be allowed into the headquarters, but it has to be fruitless to effort to exploit them all. We'll not cover that subject here. Glad to hear we're not sitting through another lecture. The primary reason is, however, that we are several limitations to bringing the members of our department to the headquarters brought upon by frequent transnet movements and irregular schedules or missions. Why do you say that if you're going to explain it anyway? Wait, more importantly, what's with about the collaborating with P Corp? Boy, here we go again. P Corp singularity can be summarized by the following words: expansive space warping technology. Space warping. Oh, right. Didn't you say that the Mrs. R told you something about the pinnacle? The principle of P Corp's singularity is a lot like how La Mancha Land works? Reality marble? Yeah, P Corp's technology is like reality marbling, right? I'm just trying to find a word for it. What's the word that starts with P that would explain that? Right. La Mancha Land was much larger than the inside than it looked on the outside. Oh yeah, I've been meaning to ask. Don't other wings already make liberal use of different kind of space expanding singularities? It's... how should I put this? Isn't it a little too mundane of a city tech for P Corp to call space manipulation its unique thing? That's quite the intelligent question. Compliments, how nice! Ishmael is correct in suggesting that the technology to expand in a given space is commonly employed technology by other wings as well. Personal reality? Maybe. Try to find like one word for it. Penis Corp! It's true, the penis is larger on the inside than it looks on the outside for a lot of people. An example of such invention might be the space expansion technology, but isn't a P Corp singularity with Mephistopheles. The ultimate purpose of P Corp's space expansion technology is to create the safest place in the world. The bunker mentioned? The bunker on March... something. The bunker on March 27th? Sorry, I had to Google it. The bunker has been mentioned, guys. A perfectly protected construct. Its interior sheltered from the world outside, no matter how severely its exterior is battered. To have a sound structural integrity, no matter what. Its interior is safe from any and all harm. Therefore, the more expensive the P Corp product is, the safer its interior is from damaging outside conditions, such as extreme pressure or shock. Perhaps the way in which the interior is completely insulated from the outside is comparable to a full disconnect from the outside world by sheltering a separate dimension. In conclusion, the exterior of this vehicle utilizes P Corp singularity, which means it can protect its interior from all forms of impact. Not to mention that it is enough room to hold more than 13 people inside. This is way more than enough for 13 people. Don't dimension trunks or containers also transport things to other dimensions? I trust you, Polonitsa? That's cute that Raj is the one that says it. Wait, that's really cute that Raj is the one that says it. And Sinclair! And Sinclair, dude. This is so peak. This is so peak, guys. This is like the best written intervalo ever. Yeah, the abnormality, the bunker, makes it unsafe on the outside. It's just an abnormality thing, right? I assume it's like a failed product because it destroys the outside. Ideally, the inside would be safe and the outside would not be unsafe. That's like the ideal final goal. And you still can reach the meat on the bone, Dude. Me when? Huh? Sinclair, why are you freezing up all of a sudden? There was this creepy story that used to circulate among kids back when I was in school. Here's how it goes. So a Deviant Association employee makes a delivery to a house, then looks away for a second. And a curious kid crawls into the courier trunk and... I'm gonna stop the story here. Look, it's a story that kept me up all night for a whole week, okay? I couldn't stop having nightmares about the situation. The shelter's it's only tangentially related to P-Corp. I will not explain it. Oh, I see. I assumed it was made by them. Sorry, I must have mistaken then. I assumed it was made by them because it has P-Corp products all inside of it. But I guess not. Maybe I misremembered what the shelter is about. Hey, come on. Sometimes a story is just a story. Not necessarily. Unfortunately, the story that inspired Sinclair's week-long nightmares was most likely an accurate retelling of a true story. Several regulations were added to HANA and Deviant's Association's rules to prevent cases of people being stored in dimensional containers. From a certain perspective, it may be said that the warp technology employed by W Corp shares a degree of similitude. The parallels lies in the fact that it also transports humans to different dimensions, the difference being that they are packaged in a safer manner. Therefore, perhaps enough of a connection exists to say that they operate in the same scale. Anywho, at this point, dude, she was not listening. Her ass was not listening. The point is that we all will always have access to the headquarters as long as we have this vehicle thing, right? This will certainly make the logistics of communication supply much more convenient. One more question, however. How does the company plan to move this instrument? As I expect this would be much more trouble on its own. Has the details been hashed out yet? No. In order to establish a more tangible level of communication with Limbus Company headquarters, an effective means of transportation such as this vehicle will be installed in the nest is... Oh, I see. Interesting. In summary, an efficient means of transportation such as this vehicle here, developed using P Corp and the aspirant W Corp's technology, will be installed at various points in the city. In every nest? Of course not. The technology is still experimental. It is astronomically expensive to install and operate. Virgilius, give us a firm clarification. Activating now. Oh, it's tangentially... Oh, that makes sense. Okay. That's cool. Faust tinkers with various machines and contraptions within the vehicle. The giant door from earlier began to tremble, making a loud noise. Wherefore does the gate over yonder shuddering so? Energies, now linked, are routing towards the gate. So the door to the bus, the door to this machine becomes the portal. And then when they exit, they'll just be in L Corp headquarters. Limbus Company, not lobotomy. When the gauge displays around the door, a glowing door fills, the door begins to open slowly. Entering now. It fully opens. Faust made her way inside it, just like any other door. Well, let's follow her inside. There was a bizarre and incomprehensible noise of machines, coupled with a low droning noise. Yes, we have arrived. Welcome to the LCH. This place is teeming with people dressed in all sorts of odd outfits, walking briskly between their busy schedules. I think it could be a seed for a new game mode. Patrol area around the vehicle, capture and store Pikachu and distortions. Interesting. Is the floor of the LCE department. LCE? Chat. This looks like Hod's wing. Or Malkuth. Hopefully we'll be able to probably stride in through the HQ's front doors one day. Yeah, hopefully we'll just be able to go there one day. I assume at this point in time... I'm assuming at this point in time the headquarters is in the the outskirts. Hohenheim. Okay, we'll use the real team now. Let's use the bleed team, why not? I mean, burn team, why not? Do we have burn guys leveled? Let's see. Do I need to deploy her
간다.
in order to do I need to deploy her in order to get the bonus? Or is it okay without? Yeah, no, I'll use a different team. I'll use a different team. Okay. We'll just throw in our bleed, guys. We'll throw in our bleed, guys,
고래를
and call it a day. Maybe now I can win rate, guys. I gave him a really cool voice too. And he looks like that. You know who he looks like? Chad, once I show you this, you will not be able to unsee it. You ready? It's also the energy. The energy he gives off is so Kenji energy. I give him such a cool voice too. And he Right, are we waiting for something to happen, or are we all just simply unfamiliar with the concept of introducing ourselves? Given that no one has appeared to be willing to introduce me, allow me the liberty of self-introduction. My name is Hohenheim, chief researcher of this company. To be precise, she's standing so far away. He's the chief researcher of the LCE department. To be more precise, I am the chief researcher responsible for the entirety of Limbus Company. To be even more precise, the only reason he retains the role is because Yisong and I have been excluded from the research personnel files due to our status as sinners. Someone must stay behind to continue the research, after all. But dude, the beef. Why is there so much beef between these guys? What happened? What happened between these guys? Why is there so much beef? Yeah, make some sort of nerd emoji, sure. Ah, so you two are friends. Well, it seems entirely unnecessary to establish a label in this relationship. It could be said that we are acquaintances who routinely and unwillingly maintain a regular level of communication with one another. I am indeed in agreement. For the first time, since we were well acquainted. I can't do, guys. I can't do that voice. For him, I can't. Yet that our department has reached several times to yours to remind you of this regular checkup. The nature of the LCB department necessitates that we are constantly on the move from one nest to another, which makes it rather difficult for us to give your immediate reply. I would have expected someone like you to already be aware of this obvious detail. Yes, I was very well aware. I am also quite aware that the fact that your department has been giving us the same reply over and over again, like an answering machine. And this must be Dante, the executive manager of the Limbus Company, Sinners. I like to say nice to meet you, but I suppose he can't hear what I'm saying. The manager extends his greetings. Their greetings. Charmed. It is grueling and arduous work to be in a position of leadership, especially when communication issues come into play. You're telling me, buddy? Sometimes I can't help but wonder if my researchers and I are even speaking the same language, so I commiserate. Oh, they're cute! How odd, their clothes are... yes, allow me to introduce you to Martin and Elisa, two of the researchers directly in my command. Although wearing gear extracted from abnormalities, but how? Happy to have someone who recognizes them. Are they like gears executed from the former L Corp? While there are partial similarities to their gear, enough differences are present to distinguish them. Indeed, we attempted our own brand of extractions, successfully I might add. While the news of production of the Ego Gears and Limbus Company style was already received, this is the first time they've observed in person. So you must have abnormalities contained in this facility. So that's why I've been sensing abnormalities in here, huh? But I'm still sensing distortions to Picasula too. Indeed, as they're containment and research subjects for the LCB department as well. Faust closely observes the ego gear Hohenheim was wearing like an exceptionally harsh judge in the fashion contest. Apart from the few imperfections in the finish, the level of ego extraction visible here is quite acceptable. Yeah, the E stands for extraction, I believe. LCE, like LC extraction team. Input appreciated. This is a product of thousands of repeated experiments and subsequent failures that have been meticulously conducted in research in order to extract it from an acceptable level of stability. I'm assuming he picked Shock Centipede. For one, because it makes him look like a mad scientist. But for two, because it's like the safest. It is like the safest Abno gear to wear. Because he looks like a little bitch. And Shock Centipede, when you die, you don't. So he probably chose this. It's like it's a low grade Abno, so it probably has less hold on your persona, and doesn't require a lot of like your own input to, attune with. Plus, like when you die, you don't. So like it's like the perfect Abno for a scientist. But at the end of the day, I did it, like I always do. You did it? You sure you want to take credit for all when your team is staying right behind you? We're used to it. Oh, piss off. I'm going mad surrounded by these self-absorbed twats. Just about ready to get violent on some poor bastard. Let's get on with the checkup so we can get back to the bus, yeah? I feel the very same urgency you express. There is much we must cover, regrettably, given that this is the very first ever regular checkup performed as a group since your employment. Faust does not wish to pass more time without substance. Let's begin. Very well. Your first test should be to assess your abilities to respond to emergency situations. Wait, did you just press something? Emergency situations? He breached? Did he just, like, let loose an Abno from containment? Into the hallway? You fucking dick. The walls of the laboratory suddenly started separating and sliding into place. When it settled, I realized that I had locked the sinners in the way in some sort of hold, isolated them from me, Virgilius and Cheiron. What the hell? This is an ambush! Yes, it is. The purpose of this test is to measure your behaviors in response in case of a surprise attack. So ambush it is. Was this discussed beforehand, Virgilius? That's right, he can't understand me. You look anxious, Dante. Well, I suppose you weren't letting on this either. I wasn't, for your information. Just go with the flow, Dante. So it goes. Would be an apt response. Did he just hit me with a "it is what it is"? A moment of crisis, and all Virgilius has to say is "it is what it is." I'll find a room somewhere where Kara and I might sit down and enjoy some nice tea. Come find me with Faust once it's all over. Ugh. Karen wants cake too. Oh hey, we have some leftover cake in our last office party. Come this way, please. It is what it is. An employee appeared and led Virgilius and Karen away from into a nearby office room. Okay, so this is the regular checkup, huh? Let's get this done. This won't be lore accurate because in the initial fight, they are getting their ass handed to them. But we will be using an overpowered team that will press win rate. So that I can read chat and talk to chat. Dude, this story's so good so far, guys. I'm like, I'll be honest, the amount of fun that is in this intervallo is like bar none. Like, this is by far the best intervallo, like, to date. And like by a lot. Like, it's not even close. There are other intervals that have been pretty good too, but the quality is different. Oh wait, Hohenheim is the announcer? Hold on. After this round, if they don't die. I didn't even realize that. There's like so much to like take in. Me when I make a design mistake. Me when I make a design mistake, and Ring Yi Song exists. And granted, it is like accurate to lore. Oh, he didn't say anything this time. That's so good. Yeah. Anything? Nothing, buddy, from you? Nothing from the peanut gallery? He didn't say much, huh? Yeah, we just like destroy these Pikachu. They only have like 30 HP. Oh, was the first encounter against the King of Vines supposed to be like harder on purpose so that you can like feel like you're losing? Or is it just because I was using level 30 units? Coin? Oh, coin? Coin? Let's go. 4 coins. 4 heads. So all head? Don Quixote all head? I'm sure someone's drawn that before. This game has like 0 horny, and so all the horny goes on Twitter. I've been wizened to the fan art. Y'all are down bad for these stories. After the heaviness of Candle 7, this is really nice. Yeah, it really is nice. I was goofing off. It's a lighthearted Kanto. Intervallo. I'm happy that the content is just coming. People went crazy for Enfaust. I like Enfaust too. She's cute. I mean, Enfaust is the reason I like Faust a lot too. It's because, you know. Yeah. He talked at the very end. He talked once at the very end. That's annoying. We went through various tests, including command ability trials using Pikachu Individui. Har, Manager Esquire? Hey ho! I have attained a score most perfect. I have attained a score most perfect. You're fucking with me, dude. You're disgusting. This entire canto is made by disgusting people. To be surpassed by Miss Don Quixote in a contest of knowledge, must I delve further in my studies. Hey, Yisung, bud. They were testing our Fixer Association knowledge, huh? Totally. Honestly, she got more than enough fixation for the entire bus. All kinds of general knowledge, trivia quizzes. What's the first thing you focus on when you're meeting a new person? The eyes? The look in the... Oh! The look in their eyes? How strong they look? Bloody hell, this ain't easy. Your leadership style is strong, decisive, and goal-oriented. Strong, decisive, and goal-oriented. You are Merceau? We're finally allowed a quick break after going through all kinds of mysterious, strange personality tests as well. They all took their, what is it called? Myers-Briggs? Next, basic fitness test for all sinners. We're going to finally get started on the real meat of this checkup. Hohenheim propaganda. Since Faust obviously took Lisa's Mirror World ID, this means that she isn't the chief researcher even though when she stayed in the research team. So Hohenheim is just that goated. Oh. True though. So Hohenheim actually is like the top dog. Like beef otherwise. I mean, that is just one universe though, right? There is another universe where she is the top dog, right? Infinite Mirrors, no? We just have the one where she's Elisa. Wait, then what were all those tests you guys are running on us? They were conducted in order to collect various data on the LCE department that has been missing. In other words, we capitalized on this opportunity to fulfill our private curiosities. He's secretly the strongest character in P-Moon. Still, I'd say it's pretty productive. We now know a lot about you guys that'll help us support the LCB going forward. Dude, LCB... Can I just say, like... LC, like the other LC wing, like not wings per se, departments, like have like the worst time. Especially LCC. LCCA and LCCB have like the worst job ever. Alright, we're gonna go over some tests that we can conduct in groups first. Please form a line here. Height chart. Okay, canonic height as well. Oh my god. Sinclair 155 centimeters? But she's like tippy-toeing, isn't she? She must be. She's 5 feet tall. Hohenheim is a character in Faust as well, which he and Faust would have... Ah! Of course, he and Faust would have a canto worth of history. Merceau needs to wear a bra, man. Dude, cover them up, slut. The cat, dude. Thank you. Welcome in, nothing there. Good to see you, dude. This canto is so good. This is like one of the best intervalos like ever. Maybe actually this might be like top already, and we're only like a few chapters in. What does LCA and LCB do? They're the clearance team before and after. So they exist. They go to the locations before and after LCB that we do. So LCA is the advanced team. We're like a scouting team, and then the LCB is the advanced team, and the LCA is the cleanup crew. So like they bring back all the dead bodies of the before team. We've seen some before team guys before. They wear blue, and they die. Remember that guy in Canto 4 that was like the Afro guy who kind of looked like Bob Ross. He was part of LCCB, and then he died in the middle of the canto. And then the after team brought back his dead body. Dude, it's even worse than a janitor job. Like, I'd rather work as a janitor, you know, than all of that. Let's get over with this. Looks like we've got a long day ahead of us. Well, these comfy clothes they're giving us. Wait, is this going to be the new fit? Do we have to keep these fits? Right, I totally could see myself wearing these to sleep. To sleep? They're LCE property, so you better return them as soon as... Oh, man! Are you serious? Gotcha. Oh, Pilot was Captain 5? Did he live? Did Pilot live? I thought Pilot died. Hold on. Did he live? Oh, I'm thinking it was Sound that died, yes. I must be. I must be thinking of not... in Canto 3. Because Sound died in Canto 3, right? Oh, no, so Sound is alive too. Sound is also alive. Who the fuck died then? Wait, which one of them was the one that died? Question mark? Anyway, whatever. Gotcha. By the way, can you take a look at my wrist here before we actually get started? There's a little soreness there. I don't think we'll turn the clock just for me, you know? Turning off the clock for such trivialities may cause the formation of an unfavorable habit. Perhaps Merceau can remedy your pain. Effie got nailed and chromered. And Effie died. That's right. I'm always prepared to... Oh no, I think it's because Saud... Like, it was only revealed later that Saud died. Oh, so Saud lived. I remember now, because I thought she had died, but when Pilot came around, he gave us the message that she was still alive. Like, she sent a message through him to tell us that she still lived. I remember now. But at the end of that canto, I had thought she died. Actually, you know what? I'm totally fine now. Don't you worry. Please stand still. If you think I can't see some of your tippy toes, you'd be wrong. Heels on the ground, please. But my heels are on the ground? Fine. I knew she was tippy toeing, dude. I fucking knew it, dude. I fucking knew she was on her tippy toes. That's fucking just like you. We're so dialed into these sinners, guys. Oh, this one isn't it lit, so it's just there so I can look cool. And what about bold but scram? Okay, so the basic group tests are complete. Seem to have forgotten something important I had to establish prior to beginning the test in earnest. I need an assistant. Why did the cash register stand play? I need an assistant to help me smooth out the testing process. You got two of them right there. Right behind you if you need directions. Oh, we're not Mr. Hohenheim's assistants. We're specifically assistant researchers. Yes, of course. There's much that distinguishes these two occupations. I'd like for one of you to be my assistant for the duration of this checkup. Raja suddenly raised... I wasn't planning on asking for volunteers, but now that you've raised your hand, I'll give you the floor. Oh, don't ask me to do it. It's just not my vibe, you know? It's a research job, though. I'm a big fan of her style. But you trailed off, greedily caressing the clothes of one of the researchers. Wait, what are you doing? Didn't really have... I assumed it was going to be Heathcliff. I assumed Heathcliff was going to get it because they were talking to each other in the trailer. I didn't really have you in mind anyway, but duly noted nonetheless. I would also like to refuse nomination. The position of assistant to Hohenheim implies that the said assistant is, when it comes to skill, inferior to the person they're assisting. Again, I didn't have you in mind either, but your passionate expression of intent is nonetheless appreciated. I wonder who came up with the brilliant idea of putting two smart asses together to waste time pointing each other's mistakes. If I were to talk about myself, I'd want to open by saying I was a class vice president in school, a diligent model student who studiously... Ahem. What's everyone being so anxious to get picked up here? Do fellas actually want to be his assistant? Getting in front and center of things is just bothersome, you know? I kind of feel like I had to apply for the position for some reason. Well, the decision has already been made. Do note the selection criteria is fully based on my very subjective opinion. You there, orange-haired sinner. This is the chance. You there, orange-haired sinner. If the next line, chat, if the next line is not "Call me Ishmael," I'm going to riot. If the next line that follows, that opens her mouth and says is not "Call me Ishmael," Ishmael almost threw me to the ground as confidently she strode up to the front of the line. Toof. Greetings, Mr. Hohenheim. As you must be aware if you're taking a look at my documents, I've really let anyone down during my various tenures at offices and associations. You have nothing to worry about as long as I'm by your side. Also, can I add this experiment to my resume if I ever... if I ever get a chance to submit a transfer request to work at the headquarters? Fuck, dude. It was the perfect chance. It was the perfect chance. It was so perfectly set up, dude. God damn. Man. Didn't know you're still holding up hope to that. I called on you to ask you to move, because you were in front of the sinner I chose. Full stop, no music. It's Heathcliff, right? It must be. Okay, let's go. Okay, thank God, dude. Thank God. I was like, I can't be wrong on this. Everyone turned to look at Heathcliff, who was absentmindedly staring at the bridge, scratching the bridge of his nose. Huh? Me? Me? Seemed that Ishmael was even more shocked than Heathcliff was. Wait, but why? I'm right here. Why would you pick someone like... It's a common misconception amongst many researchers to assume that the higher the level of education, the more elaborate their resume, the better the candidate one makes for a research project participant. But that's just common sense, isn't it? At least when it comes to research. However, were you aware that most great discoveries are made from a potent mix of spontaneity and intuition? A perfect descriptor of our friend here, I would say. What do you say? Did he slap him on the ass? Did you just slap him on the ass? Didn't know you swung that way, man. What do you say, Heathcliff? I believe that this aggressive and passionate approach of yours gives you more than sufficient qualification to command and lead them in my stead. Is that right? Tuesday, ain't it? Care for a cuppa? He replied, scratching his head. Be honest now, Yi-sung. You were kind of looking forward to getting picked, weren't you? It is but fate that things were once good in the eyes of the mainstream are to be made less desirable in the passage of time. IRL Honan cared only about field research and not classwork like the one of his sayings was the patent is the test. The patent is the test, and the operating table is your study material. Ah, the Swiss are always ahead of their time, man. The Swiss are always ahead of their time. And when one does indeed fall out of favor, the intelligentsia of the bygone days must rightfully excuse themselves the realm of memories and past. He's replied with a particularly downcast look. I'm glad to have you on board as my new assistant. Rightio. So, what do I gotta do now? Nothing too complicated. You just need to liberally express your free spirit as you are now. Ah, now I see what he's doing. Honam sure knows which one of the group to coax to make things go over smoothly. Martin whispered quietly to me in a voice that only I could hear. Interesting. Oh, interesting. Is it because to not have him in that position would also be like... It would also be troublesome to not have him in that position, huh? Interesting. Heathcliff seemed eager to, as Hohenheim suggested, express his free spirit to the best of his capabilities. Right, you there, get in line. Single file, lads. Let's make this easy for all of us. Aren't you also participating in the test with the rest of us, Heathcliff? Yeah, but I'm the assistant. Since when do you wear glasses? Oh, dude, Heath is channeling his, what is it called? His rupture ID. Heath is channeling his rupture ID right now with his pen and pad. I mean, he's always had like a studious side too, right? Like Heathcliff has always had a side of him that is like about rigorous study as well, and like note-taking. So like this is actually not out of the realm of possibility. Maybe Hohenheim saw through the mirror and saw that 7 section 7 Heath is the note-taker guy. Since when do you wear glasses? Me and the boys before a Magic the Gathering from the commander table on a Friday night. So good, actually. Glasses are basic apparatuses in research. Look, slightly pushing up your glasses helps to put on the air of studious, learned individual like so. Ah. But they all have different ways of pushing their glasses. I'm sad that he didn't push it up like what's the guy's name from One Piece? The cat, the guy with the Edward Scissorhands. Just like how slightly pushing up the frames of my glasses while wondering what I would have to have for lunch makes it seem as though I'm contemplating a more profound aspect of life. Oi, let's make this any harder than it has to be, lass. Stuff out that stick in your mouth. Been a while since I heard a pig squeal. Blimey, can't you just do as I say for once? It's actually pretty effective. It seems that we're now ready to conduct the test, finally. The primary purpose of this test is to see, on a physical level, how your current abilities scale compared to yourselves before you're hiring. Captain Kuro, that's right, that's his name. I see. So they're trying to see how much they've progressed since they've joined the company. I had a feeling this would happen, but the mere mention of the words progression caused a rather loud ruckus among the sinners. If I were to speak for myself, Executive Manager, I can confidently say that the thought of progressing as a person in all aspects of life is ingrained in my very being. Thus, as a fruit of those efforts, I've grown to be much more precise and scathing in my critique of others' mistakes. Is that progress, though? He's having a fly my wings moment? Why is he having a fly my wings moment? What's happening? Put the music away! Perhaps I've learned to let certain things rest in favor of others. What is that, dude? This is the jokiest canto of all time. This is the most unserious canto of all time. I once allowed myself to be trapped in overlong ruminations on worries of all matters, idly abiding as I was consumed by my very thoughts. Now, I have come to accept certain things as they are. And I've come to, sometimes, allow my mind to form bereft of vigorous reason, floating away gently, as though on a rolling stream. Is that not quite pleasant? Okay, I guess that's progression, of course, of sorts. I'm pretty sure I'm less of a picky eater than I used to be. My grip strength is much stronger, too. Oh. Raja? Raja. Bad. Bad Raja. You are disgusting. I keep forgetting that Sinclair's like 20 something. In my mind, Sinclair's like 16. But he's like an adult. Raja, you prude. How dare you do that? In front of my salad? Well, you don't really have to prove it to us. Because the enemies we're fighting have been much stronger too. That's an undeniable truth. We did experience a particularly spectacular year, you know. A brutal year, yet so potent with significance. True, I guess growth really does come with time, huh? She's proud of her adoptive son. Like, yeah, proud of, like, in a way, like a, you know, a mother would of their child, like, you know, getting some. Yeah, in my mind, he's still a kid as well. That's why I was like, wow, Raja? Right? So it feels like the bonds between us got deeper. Well, got closer, you know? Like glue. Like glue, huh? I like it. Certain misunderstandings seems to be brewing in tandem with this uplifting exchange of heart to heart. Allow me to step in and nip it in the bud. Give it to me. Let me give it to you straight. All of your abilities were diminished the moment you were hired by this company. Equally defanged and empowered, if you will. Equally defanged? In other words, all of your abilities have been brought down to the... yes, to the same general levels as our 11th sinner here. I fucking knew it. I always had assumed that Sinclair was the weakest on joining. So everyone got nerfed to Sinclair's level. T and Don are like teens to me. I mean, Don Quixote. I mean, Don is like a 5-year-old. Like, Sancho is 200, but Don Quixote is like 5 years old. If this is what you meant earlier by growing closer like glue, then I suppose it's quite apt choice of words. Oh, I take that back. I take it back. Not so... You're not really that much stronger than I am, huh? Wow, Sink, is that the sound of your sense of self-preservation shattering it into the ether? That's it, you bloody cunt! Excuse me, I need to know why that happened. Did we all get depowered by the golden bow? Wait, does this have to do with those chains that appeared when entering the contact with Dante? Indeed. One of the powers of the golden bow is connection. We're now all fairly evenly and equally mediocre. Hohenheim's comment to the subsequent stares seemed a bit targeted. Thinking of something akin to enkephalin deterrence employed by the Lobotomy Corporation. So the truth is finally revealed. That's why I, Autis, grew so pathetically weak the moment I joined the company. Art thou implying that thou hast always known? Of course, had I been in my prime, I could have wiped the floor with your miserable doormats in a matter of seconds. I do think Autis is pretty strong. I do think pre Limbus Altus is like at least like a grade 3 fixer. At minimum. I do believe so. Being like a commander in the smoke war. Like in a high position in the smoke war. Do we have floors with doormats? And we're also prone to saying whatever once the burden of proof is gone, huh? So that's why my murderous arm has been quiet since they hired me. Wait. Does that mean, like, as he gets stronger, the arm will start acting up more? Is that his second canto? Is that what it's gonna be? Is gonna be him getting strong enough that his arm like starts acting up again? Gregor. Oi, what's the use of all this chatter? But I got calloused in my palms. Yet, not all the Golden Bow's effects must have been a detriment to us. Yisong started, carefully attempting to navigate through a conversation that appeared to be turning to a tinderbox. Was it not the advantages granted to us by the Golden Bows impaled into the pallid whale of the Great Lake by which we triumphed? What, really? Correct. Had the pallid whale been at its full strength, it's highly likely we may still have been trapped inside its stomach, struggling to survive. Also, it can be said that the diminishing effects were not applied in equal measures across all affected subjects. This makes sense, I guess. I never could have knocked Heath out with one punch if I'd only as strong as Sinclair. It's a really handy trick, you know? I will say Raja, like post joining the company, felt like one of the strongest sinners at base. At the point of joining, when everyone was depowered, Raja felt like a top 3 sinner in terms of physical strength. Additionally, certain individual quirks cannot be suppressed by the Golden Bow. Certain quirks that one may consider to be individual idiosyncrasies. Also, that explains Ryoshu's fancy, impressive blade work with Mr. Bumbleback at T-Corp Factory. Won't waste my breath boasting. Never do anyway. She's too busy using her breath to smoke, to boast. Well, if your strengths have indeed progressed since the onboarding, then the average must have risen as well. One of the purposes of these tests is to measure that very difference. So what exactly goes into these tests? There's a district that uses the machine that can analyze most aspects of the person with a quick scan. So is it going to do something like that? There are dozens, if not hundreds of ways, determines one's abilities without the assistance of machinery. In fact, I know of a perfect, appropriate methodology for this group. A perfectly appropriate methodology? We spent some time out of our busy schedule to tailor each test for each sinner of the LCB. That's pretty tough, I'll have you guys know. Tailor test for each sinner, huh? I don't really like the sound of that, if you ask me. We'll utilize the Picatula and the distortion phenomenon. That doesn't sound like an innovative method that you're building up to. What a letdown. Right? Honestly, for all their talk, I thought they'd come up with something more impressive than that. Assistant. Alright, that's enough chatter. Now get in there! He's really taking it seriously, guys. I like that Martin knew from the very beginning exactly what it meant. Like, why he picked Heathcliff for it. That is so funny. Okay. How many do we have? We're 1/3 of the way through. Ooh, 1/3 of the way through. I want to do one more, though. Fuck. Okay. Oh! Full stop. Full stop in sync? Full stop in deviate? Full stop in sync. I'll give you a bonus, why not? This is your monthly bonus for being a good sinner. 3 levels. And I can't choose a partner Yisong. Oh well, whatever. Cool.
어머, 부탁드려요.
Sick man. Let's see. First one's in the block. Heathcliff already began flipping through the papers in his hands. What an unfamiliar sight. Right. You and you there. Inside, now. Heathcliff pointed towards Honglu and Sinclair. Hello? 1, 2, testing. Am I coming through? As you must be well aware by now, the Pikachu are entities that have failed to even distort. Seems like we're fighting Pikachu again. Oh, right, I have a question. It's something that have been nagging me for a whole time since I arrived. Aren't those tests basically just us killing people for no reason? They're all safely contained, which means they don't pose any danger to anyone. Why such a bleeding heart all of a sudden? Oi! Been slaughtering countless scores of those sods. Yeah, but we didn't have any choice back then when we were on a mission, and... Do you believe we're taking a life to live is unlike taking a life for the sake of it? I understand. It seems the human memory is, after all, made to be finite. Save for a few exceptional individuals, people are prone to misplacing memories even from yesterday. So, who are they, Dante? Who do you believe they are, this group you lead? Given the expected communication difficulty between us, allow me to make this a multiple choice question. 1. Family. 2. Friends. 3. Colleagues. I guess they're closest to... colleagues? Dante says 3. Colleagues. Honglu was practically squishing against the containment window glass, holding up 3 of his fingers. He must be heard us talking. Incorrect. It's none of the above. You didn't give me that as an option, you fucking dipshit! The truth is that they're sinners. Not families, not friends, not colleagues. Prisoners. I know. But this knowledge of something and the acceptance of it must be distinguished. I learned that people are prone to forgetting their place when the going gets easy. When life becomes comfortable enough for them to consider the luxury of timely meals to be certainty. Thus, I find these reminders to be quite useful. You're scum. These sinners, bound to Limbus Company, are fettered by their chains and shackles. Naturally, they have no access to such things as the right to refuse. Or would it be easier for you to accept the fact that I was suggesting that you consider this but a mere extension of your responsibilities? I know they're sinners, but you can't just talk to them like... Translations are unnecessary. Can't get the picture of what it was said, given the atmosphere of this room. Dante, when you agreed to the contract, you must have made a deal of sorts. To gain something for your benefit, am I correct? Your memories, your hand, and your past. There must be so much you would like to know. Perhaps your desires to get them back is what stops you from simply quitting. What I mean to say is, this little demonstration is... No one in this room has any right to grumble or refuse. Faust, is he usually... Yes, this is his usual demeanor. Hello, I know I'm not one to talk, but you don't exactly have a lot of friends, do you? Those who rise above their peers tend to attract a certain degree of hostility from others. Now, shall we begin? We are severely behind schedule. Let combatants do what they do. Please pay attention to the following presentation about the Pikachu projected on this glass display. This lecture has been prepared for the assumption that the students have an average level of knowledge, so if you consider this presentation to be boring or too difficult to understand, then you may consider your knowledge level to be below average. God, he's so unbearable. I love him, dude. All this material seems quite elementary to me. Not sure what's so difficult about this. Yeah, save it for that when the lecture starts. As you must already know, there are 7 categories to Pikachu. As far as I'm aware, this highest stage of Pikachu observed is stage 3. So far, at least. Dude, he's definitely a Redditor. Dude, this guy spends all day on Reddit.com. Wherefore didst thou utter a little mutter of, so far at least, at the end of thine words, so good sir? Charm, well, it's simple. We researchers have a habit of avoiding absolutes in all things. Never say never. Never say never? Or so they say. Oh my god? Never say never? He's a believer? I never knew you were a fan of Justin. I'm not, but you might be. So you're not ruling out the possibility that we might be running into Pikachu beyond stage 3, huh? Indeed, we prefer not to put down such arbitrary limitations. Anyway, First type of many Pikachu will be covered today is Pikachu Ire, Red Pikachu of Wrath. The nature of fire is to burn, and burn until there's nothing left to be burned. See, they're quite literally burning with rage. Now that I think about it, didn't you express something like that before, Sinclair? Remember you screaming so fiercely you could hardly control your own body. On the other hand, I don't think I've ever seen you get so upset or angry, Honglu. Wait, this is so sick! This is so sick! That's... Because the realization of meaninglessness extinguishes the reason for the spark to start a fire. Oh, I see now. No matter how much Heathcliff or Miss Outis bullies me, express my anger at this is meaningless at the end of the day. Okay, I did enjoy a little bit of when I had accidentally stepped on Heathcliff's toes, but... What exactly is the takeaway supposed to be here? Yes, that is exactly how it is. Oh, dude, this is sick! This is sick, chat.
긴장하셨나요?
Boiling Wrath. Every turn gain burn equal to turn count.
도움이 된답니다.
Oh, so we gotta finish this fast. Got it.
타겟
Win him, boys.
한시 방향.
Full stop to life.
마침표.
Bam. 88 to the dome piece. Target marked. But no Tamaki to back me up. It sucks. I hate it here. What's the life of a full stop office fixer? Yeah. I think this is really cool. The sinners are paired up based on like their affinity to these sins. It's like most and least compatible, I guess. Does Honglu have any? Does Honglu have a single ID that has Wrath attached? Oh, he does. He has a few. But they're usually they're IDs I don't use. Like Fang Hunt and Hook Office. I mean, Leo is a given, I think. I think there's not a single Leo ID. Oh, there might be one Leo ID that doesn't have Wrath. But given that Leo is the fire element, the burning team, almost all of them should have Wrath attached.
타겟 포착. 한시 방향.
Maybe Honglu is like angrier than we thought. Are we gonna see like a Honglu blow up at the end of Kanto 8? Is Honglu gonna like fucking go crazy and finally be like, damn, my parents fucking suck ass. I hate being an Asian kid.
타겟 포착. 한시 방향.
Every Asian, like deep within them, has a distaste for filial piety. I forgot to block or dodge. Sorry. It's okay. We staggered him. Thanks. Yeah, he's like, I relate to Honglu a lot because like I think the way that he like approaches life and handles things and like the way he like is subservient to his family is very much so like a very common like sentiment amongst Asian households. Excuse me. Ouch. Oh, we're dead. I shouldn't have pressed win rate, guys. I shouldn't have pressed win rate.
저였나 보군요.
Why did I press win rate?
분명히
Okay, sorry.
잘 싸우고 있었는데
Okay, I'll play the game.
이렇게 끝날 리 없어.
Okay, I'll play the game. Should I run Ting Tang? What is the weakness of Picatula? Hold on. I can't even tell. What is Picatula E-Ray weak against? I can't see. I wasn't paying attention, guys. I was too busy reading. Not the game. I mean, you can't go wrong with full stop, I guess. You can't go wrong with full stop. Put on some other shit. Me when I haven't leveled up Sinclair's anything. Gloomman Blunt. Oh, blunt damage. He's weak against blunt damage. I guess I can run this. Oh, he only has one blunt? Am I stupid for thinking that Diechi would have blunt? Whatever, we'll run through this. It's fine. I must be stupid. I thought Diechi would have a lot of blunt, but Diechi has like basically like only one blunt skill. I guess we could run the Wanusho Grip, because he has a lot of blunt damage. And he has a Gloom. And then we'll run... I mean, Diechi has Gloom as well, so... It's because Raja has all blunt... Raja has all blunt on her Diechi... what do you call it? Her Diechi ID. So I just assumed that they all would be blunt damage. But I think Full Stop to Life is... Full Stop Office is fine here.
말뚝을 쑤셔 넣어주죠.
I think it's okay.
어머.
They're both leveled, so it's fine. And plus, this time we have this Sinner. Okay, cool. We have Mr. Big Damage. I mean, it makes sense to use this version of Mir, I think.
타겟 포착. 1시 방향.
Okay, I'm going to just win rate this first wave.
좋아.
Since like the chances of me like one-shotting all these guys is probably pretty high.
다 죽어라.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
그 삶의 마침표를.
Nice.
그 삶의 마침표를.
Oh, one of them lived? One of them lived. Okay, cool. Sick, okay. Let's see. How we doing? We're doing not good. We're doing not good. What happened, guys? What happened to dialing in? What happened to dialing in, guys? What happened?
불길 속으로 그 오물을.
Die. Nope, no die. Damn. Lowest roll possible on that. It's all good. Oh, it hurts, man. Because they're strong against Pierce, huh? Okay, good block. Good block. It's enough. It's enough to get me through. Okay, let's do you to dominate. Okay, you. And then we're gonna do... This will kill. This will... Let's do an offset. And then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna override with this so that he hits. This should be a kill. Oh, one HP. You're kidding me. 1 HP. Alright, whatever. I'm not mad. Oh, he died. Nice.
타겟 포착. 다음 목표로.
Okay, sounds good. Let's read the skills, guys. Clear all encounter with allies above 50% HP. I could use a Durante as well if I need to, but I won't. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. Just off rip, we're doing not so great. Let's see, Erupting Wrath, this is his S3, so we want to stop him from using this. Because he gains coin power every 5 burn on the target max 3. This rolls really high. Really only the Erupting Wrath is the hard one to make sure that I win against. Anything great, okay, we can have Honglu take it with a full stop to life. And then everything else, we can have you... yeah, let's have you offset this one. And then we'll have you use Cavernous for the second one. And then we should just be able to have Honglu cover the other ones. Let's see, favored, dominating, offset, favored. Nice. That should be fine.
불길 속으로.
Didn't play this video. How is it? It's really good so far. This Intervalo is like the best Intervalo on the planet, dude. Ouch, dude, the counter.
좋아. 그 삶의 마침표를.
Okay, he's staggered, right? He staggered. Oh, but Honglu is staggered. Win. High roll on self-destructive purge.
불길 속으로. 그 오물을 떼어내리지.
Okay, whatever. You know what? Fine. One more.
다 죽어라.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. Okay, nice. Really good.
합당한 승리네요.
Nice.
이상은 없으신가요?
Cool. I'll have to go back and play that again. I think Sinclair was like less than half HP. Sorry, game audio is a little choppy. Is it, guys? Hold on. Nope, it's just you actually. It is actually just you.
투입이군요.
Sync. Priest.
이번엔 어떤 실험
원하신다.
Let's go with this. Not really like a team, but
개체
whatever.
유형 확인.
It sounds like it's peaking. Oh. Is that better? Is that better? Question mark. Let me know. Your voices will do, bud. Okay, I think I can turn it down a little bit here. Maybe that'll help. You're just fine when you're shouting at the top of your lungs. Let's discuss Pikachulam Prigita. Sloth. Stones are sturdy, but that's all there is to them. They are directionless and unmoving, completely surrendered to inertia. They're trapped in their current lot in existence till someone else comes along to roll them away. Surely there is no better symbol for sloth than them. It's sufficient to live within the bounds of rigidity, established routines. Getting along with these two is making me real self-conscious all of a sudden. Like I'm some lazy, incompetent... Do not compare yourself to Faust, Gregor. Should Faust become the point of reference for one's competency, the overwhelming majority of the city's population will be deemed incompetent. I admit that I'm not the most diligent person in the room, but I'm taking back the compliment about incompetent. Check out this fella, I'm not rusty just yet. Charging alone in dangerous poses. Into dangerous poses. Too late. This will be harder than expected. Let's provide assistance. Okay, I turned it down a little bit. Hopefully that'll help, guys. Hopefully that'll change the, you know, the way the music plays. Okay, first stage is very easily audibleable, and then I'll start paying attention afterwards. Salut. That's my streamer. That's my streamer. Chad, is this real? 3 kills, 3 hits, 3 kills, man. That's my streamer. $11 burn. Okay, what's my conditional?
상담은 나중으로 하지. 지금은 집중 중.
Oh, there's no stage debuff for this guy. I guess there's no stage debuff for this guy.
걷잡을 수 없이
No tremor gain, huh?
타올라라.
좋은 결투였다.
18 burn.
해체 억압 진행하겠습니다.
Fente. Me when I'm French? Ale? You gotta use the ego activation. Gotta use ABS activation before it's I get too much burn on me. Ouch, dude. I think it's amazing that this is like
해체 억압
the only Gregor ID with a hand. That's my streamer, dude. Dude, he's so strong. Even by himself with nothing. Enemy with no rupture and he's still like a beast. She has 40 now. I gotta do a couple of dodges next turn. The unforgivable sin. I gotta dodge a couple times next turn. My bad. Sorry, Faust. Sorry, Faust. Okay, here we go. Do I want Faust to die immediately? I think we're gonna dodge. I think we're gonna dodge. I don't want Faust to instantly die. I mean, I could just kill her. It is just a time attack. I could just kill her, guys.
다가오지 마세요.
I could just kill her.
어디까지라도 번질 수 있으니.
Activation is at what? At 30 burn activated. How much damage is max? For every 10 burn on self plus burn on target, this unit is missing HP. Inflicts 3 burn, inflicts 3 burn.
다가오지 마세요.
Is this enough for max damage?
이 불꽃은 어디까지라도 번질
It
수
is enough for max damage. For 10 burn on self plus 10 burn, so it's okay. That's also maxed out. This is not maxed out yet, though. I can take one more turn to myself before I don't actually. You know what does go in? What does go hard in the paint? Let's use lantern. Not lantern. What the hell? That's right. Legerdemain. And then we will use as well you dominate. Okay, cool. And then simply ignition. Cool, sick. And then we'll just do an offset with you. Cool.
해체 억압 진행하겠습니다.
Hey, good to see you, Billy. Welcome in. Sick. Die now.
아른거리는
Kills herself.
불길 속으로.
That did only... Okay. I just want to see her kill herself. That's all. I'll be honest, I expected more than 83 damage.
예보를 받.
But I guess she's not. This character's not weak against.
이런 모습이던가.
The game's going great. This interval is really good. Oh, nice little 10 damage piece. 10-piece tricky nugget.
이봐. 버틸 자신 있어?
Okay. Hopefully the loud skill part is better now. I might have kept the volume on a little too high.
죄인인가?
But you always get a thong. A thong is like a slipper. It's the Australian word for slipper. Cool. It's fixed. Nice. Fantastic. Okay. I'll have to go back and do these EXs later. I just kind of wanted to see her die. Ouch. Staggered myself. Me when... Name a more iconic duo between Gregor and staggering. The Blood Fiend Gregor and staggering himself. Cool, sick. Okay, sick. Nice. Yeah, I'll go back later and fix those. Since I just kind of want to see Faust die.
평소와 같은 일과였습니다.
Okay.
위기.
Sinking on purpose.
볼거리가 적어진 점은 익명의 시청자들에게.
Should we? Or should we just save it for the next time? Okay, we're halfway through this stream. We're halfway through this chapter. Halfway through the chapter, I think this is a good place for us to stop because we're out of Enkeflin as well. So I could crack open a box, but I think it's okay just not to. I think we're going to call it here. And then we'll stream again to finish off the Kanto. Join at the end? Yeah, you join at just at the very end. Since it is quite a long intervallo. The last time I played through the entire thing, like all at once, and it was like, dude, I was running out of steam. At the end of Kanto 7, I was completely running out of steam. And so to mitigate that, we'll take a break here and then we'll pick it up next time. Probably will be tomorrow. Honestly, I want to knock this down so we can just like chill. Yeah, probably tomorrow. Let me see. Actually, what day is it today? Today is Thursday. Yeah, probably tomorrow. We'll knock this out tomorrow, guys. All right. Will you play Monster Hunter Wilds? I will be when that game comes out next month. But yeah, guys, let me go back to the just chatting room real quickly. Okay. Well, guys. That is going to be the stream, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys had a good time. That is Limbus Company stream for today. We'll be back again tomorrow to finish off this intervallo and see the rest of the story. I'm very excited to see like where the rest of the story, like all the rest of the lore stuff comes in. I feel like the rest of the lore stuff is going to come in the last third of the chapter. This middle part is kind of like the combat part, and then the last part is going to be a lot of more like lore stuff. So far, like super good. The chapters have been like some of my faves, like in an intervallo to date, like ever. I don't know how they managed to do, like, I don't know. They're hitting a stride. Like now that we're like really familiar with the characters and they're like able to play around with our expectations of the characters as well, I feel like they're hitting a stride of being able to write like super effectively, easily handedly writing in a way that like is satisfying to the reader. But yeah, overall super good. Very excited for the rest of this Kanto. But yeah, thank you guys for dropping by today. I appreciate you. For the YouTube side, we will call this here. I'll just simply end the stream. And for those of you who are still here, thanks so much for dropping by. And I'll see you guys tomorrow as well. All right. Peace on the YouTube side. All right, and